kids! Woo! We got a box in the mail! Oh boy! Oh boy! Awaken Realms! Awaken Realms! What is that? I don't know. Let's find out together in today's episode of Opening Mail Stuff with the cool kids. Yay! Opening mail stuff with the cool kids. It's the best show ever. Seneca, do you like opening stuff with the cool kids? Oh, so we have our karambit. We like our karambit. Karambit is good. Let's open it up. Let's make this short and sweet because Seneca is going to kill me. Yep, you heard it here first, folks. If I end up dead, it's either my soon-to-be ex-wife or Seneca that has done the deed. Yep. So, yeah, you know. Yep. It's too early in the morning, he said. Yep. And the soon-to-be former Mrs. Vieira has literally tried to kill me many times. Like, not figuratively, but literally. But we live in a very interesting legal system. But I'm not going to get into that. My advice, always call the cops. Even if you think it's cute and innocent, or if you think it'll stop, the violence will stop. Nope, call the cops immediately. First time and every time thereafter. Eventually something will happen. Yep. Mine, once I started calling the cops, decided to leave. Best thing that ever happened though. Oh my goodness, look at all that. Here, you guys gotta see this. I lift this up and boom. NEMESIS Retaliation. So I had to pay, because of Trump's tariffs, I had to pay an extra $30 to get this. Yeah. Go Trump. All right. Welcome aboard, Marine. With your support, NEMESIS Retaliation has launched into the stars as one of the most successful board game crowdfunding campaigns of all time, and we couldn't have done it without you. Blah, 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 mission structures, blah, 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 blah. Happily yours, Kwapinski, Adam Kwapinski, and Marcin Swierkot. Sure, I'm saying that's wrong, and that's fine. So this guy wrote the game. This guy is the CEO of the company. Oh boy. And look, they got the little sigil. Oh boy, sigil. And there we go. All right. So there is a lot of packaging involved here. Like uber amounts of this stuff. And you can use this stuff for stands for 2D minis, for example. Great for that. Lots of foam here. But for what I paid, I better get lots of foam. I mean, my God, I paid for this thing twice. Because of those tariffs. I mean, the game wasn't cheap in the first place. It's like $170. Then shipping the first time, and then shipping the freaking second time, thanks to Donald Trump. So, yeah. Ooh. All right. Walmart Plus gives free shipping. That's a good point, Seneca. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh, look at that. NEMESIS Retaliation, the stretch goals. Look at all those stretch goals. I feel so stretched out right now. So could you hear what I just said? Yeah. I feel so. Look at this bot. It's bulging. And what's cool about this company, unlike Kumon, so in the Kumon, you'll notice the stretch goal box is bigger sometimes than the freaking base game. Well, in this case, the stretch goals are smaller, and the base game has just a crap ton of stuff to it. And if it were me, because I plan on actually not backing any more crowdfunding unless I trust the company, which Awaken Realms has never done me wrong, so they're fine. But some of these companies, I can't recommend, and if I don't know the company, I ain't doing it. Because I got burnt on so many Kickstarters here recently, since COVID. I won't even say recently, in the last 6 years. More of my Kickstarters have failed than succeeded. And they've all been late just about, except for a few. I'm over it. Peterson Games, I want to name names. Peterson Games, they can, they can just pound sand, man. Blacklist Games, they got me. Lazy Squire Games, sorry, everybody wants to pretend like there's a chance that stuff's coming. I don't think it is. I don't believe it for a second. So Lazy Squire, once they finally come out and admit that they're broke, they can pound sand. But certain companies I'll order from, and this is one of them, Awaken Realms. I used to think Coolmon was safe, but I don't think they are anymore. And I've got some outstanding Kickstarters from Coolmon. Reaper Miniatures is always good to go. Mantic Games, always solid. Game Start, I think it is. Game Start, they're always good to go. They make some good terrain for RPGs and stuff. I'm running out of good companies real quick. What's the one I always order their stuff? They got the little Viking as their symbol. Hold on one second. All right, Next Level Miniatures. I gotta tell you, I can recommend them too. The first Kickstarter they did, they really screwed it up, but they took that bad and turned it into a great. So they get props for me, and they got really cool bases on their minis. But yeah, Awaken Realms, man. You're not going to get... Listen, the days of crowdfunding a game and getting a steal are over. The return on investment, it's gone. Okay, just forget that. With the Trump tariffs, with the cost of plastic, inflation and everything, anything that kickstarted back in the day, if you think it's coming in, you just have to think for 2 seconds about how inflation works. And the fact that these people have been sucking like little ticks, getting paid a salary for doing nothing for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Now, all that money that you kickstarted with, long gone. Yeah, long gone. Spent years and years ago. Okay, sorry. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. So if you think, Lazy Squire Games, right, is going to get right, or Peterson Games is going to get right, or Mythic Games, or any of these companies, well, I got a bridge to sell you in San Francisco, all right? And you know what? I got some oceanfront property, too, in Arizona, yeah. But if you are realistic, you want solid, not unbelievable deals, Awaken Realms is a solid product. They've got some solid games. I think they are pretty much the new Coolmon, and they're at that part of the cycle where they're coming out with banger after banger. Coolmon kind of got stuck in the Zombicide rut. They did do the Death May Die, which was awesome, but I actually backed the last one with the Godzilla Garden Gnome, but I doubt I'll see it. I really don't think I will, because they had to sell Zombicide. They had to sell all these properties just to keep the business afloat, and without their IPs, what do they got? They do have some good games. That Dune game, guys, if you want to help Kumon out, Get that Dune game that they came out with. Just get the base game, and then if you like it, get the rest of them. But yeah, and you know, there's several companies that are having trouble in the board game industry now. It's just oversaturated, I think. You know, argue with me if you want, but I think the whole game is oversaturated. The game industry, the board game industry, and it's really hard to make a profit in that space because there's so much competition, and there's so many good games, and it's kind of funny because they kind of cannibalize each other, unfortunately. And then you've got, you know, these scrubs who want to take your money, and they might have good intentions to start, but then the lies start, right? The lies, the manipulations, and then, oh, I swear I'm being honest this time, and then boom, you got a major situation on your hands. You got 7-8 board games that aren't going to deliver, $3-4 million that just went up and vaporized into the air. Nothing to show for it. No one's getting anything other than an ulcer, right? You're just getting an ulcer. But this game is supposed to be really fun. This is the expansion. I did not buy the base game because I asked in the comment section. I said, hey guys, is it worth getting this game and the expansions? And they said, no, they're standalone games. You don't really need the other games. As a matter of fact, the rules are more fiddly on the older editions. So you probably just are better off playing this. Now, they said some versions were worth grabbing if you like this, but they said I should play this first, see if I like it, and then start looking into the... And that's my advice on any game, guys. Completionism will break your bank, okay? That's all it's going to do for you. You're not going to get a better gaming experience. You need to look at gamers and see which expansions are must-haves, okay? Some games have must-have expansions because it makes the game so much better, right? So Rum and Bones, season 2 is so much better than season 1. So you get that conversion kit, and now season 1 is new factions. Ooh, nice, right? But if you just had season 1, you still have a fun game. But if you have both, ooh, so that's an expansion that you can bank on. That little conversion kit that they gave out that I had to wait 4 years for. 4 years I waited for that thing. Now that I think about it, wow. Kumon was having trouble back then. Yeah, now that I think about it, I waited 4 years for that for conversion pack. So anyway, this is the game, Nemesis Retaliation. Let's read a little bit about it. Let's concentrate on that a little bit. All right. Now, Awaken Realms has some really good games. So you may have heard of some of their titles. So they got the King Arthur Legend game, Tainted Grail. They've so many games. I've got the China Wall of China or something like that. The Great Wall, that's it. Yeah, I've got that game. But they've got some bangers. Nemesis is one of them. This is probably their biggest seller, I believe, because they got so many different Kickstarters with it, so many different expansions. So what you're looking at here, it's kind of a deep sea Cthulhu thing, horror. You're in the ocean. Now, I don't know if this one is, but I know the original one. You're in a submarine or something. You're doing some stuff. Yeah. Here we go. If you ever played XCOM in the Deep or whatever it was, the second game, I think it was, kind of that kind of feel. Except, you know what? Probably more like Deep Star 6 and these kind of movies that you probably watched when you were a kid. And if you haven't seen them, check them out. Yeah, The Abyss. The Abyss comes to mind. That's another one. Leviathan, I think, is one of them. Yeah. So there's some good deep sea scary movies to check out there. There's a nice... All right. Nemesis Retaliation is the third epic installment of the acclaimed Nemesis series, bringing to the table what we've all been waiting for. It's a retaliation time. Gather 1 to 5 players to take on the roles of seasoned Space Marines and immerse yourselves in the franchise signature cinematic sci-fi horror experience, now enhanced with a host of fresh mechanics. You'll need them to survive the alien horde or your friend's backstabbing. So we might have a traitor mechanism in this game, which is really cool. I like traitor mechanisms. You guys have heard me say it many times. If it's done right, it's got to be done right. Not all games. Look, Betrayal at House on Haunted Hill, the first one, the first edition, kind of hokey. But, other games have done it very well. So, our target is an unmapped facility. Its walls built to resist external scans. We're on our own here, and it seems we're the intruders now. Bum, bum, bum. There are signs of firefights at every turn, but nobody's in sight. The first bleep appears on the edge of the motion scanner, then another one, and more. Game over, man! Game over! All right. I toggle my assault rifle to fully automatic, waiting for hell to break loose. We have prepared well, but so have they. Will your retaliation be enough against the ultimate horror? Well, guys, that is the question. Game takes approximately 60 minutes to play, 1 to 5 players. If you add players, you're going to add playing time, guys. Be ready. You got to be 14 or older to play this game. There are 50 high-quality miniatures in this box, 350 plus cards, 5 double-layered character boards, 60 cardboard tiles, 200 other components. Add in this. Expand your Nemesis Retaliation experience. 3 new expansions. Try to survive the Neo-Flesh cult race of sentient machines, which specializes in hunting humans and using them for their own benefit. Friends with benefits. Live through a highly variable story of the Insider. Try out original characters known from previous Nemesis games. See, I wouldn't know nothing about that. In this Nemesis Retaliation, using compatible packs. Whoa, compatibility packs are fun. And then they're trying to sell stuff to you guys. And if you like the game, it's probably well worth every penny. 50 high quality miniatures. So that gives us 100 miniatures. I paid about $200 altogether with the shipping. Probably $210, $215 with all the shipping. Paid double the shipping because of tariffs. 6 double-sided character tiles. 40 tokens and 220 cards. So yeah, you get a lot of game here. So I hope it's fun. Hopefully we'll get to play it one of these game nights. And remember, Next Level Miniatures, guys, they turned it around. So if you got in on the first Kickstarter and you hated it, they fixed the problems. Get in on that, guys. They're coming out with a Kickstarter really soon. All right. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day. Find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. And if you cannot find them, do not blame me. I tried to show them to you. Have an amazing day, guys. Take care.